Hi everyone, welcome to the next video in this series of butterflies and bugs from this page in Small Victories by Johanna Basford using Polychromos pencils. Now this butterfly reminds me of one that's real that I've seen pictures of, so I'm going to take inspiration from that for this one. It's still very simple. You know, some butterflies are very complex and have lots of, oops, I'm just kicking something under the desk, have lots of different colours and things, and they can be quite daunting, but this one is quite simple. But we are going to start with the body. Today I'm going to use a cold grey for the body rather than the warm greys that we used yesterday. I think it goes better with the colours that we're going to be using. So this is cold grey 4. Had to think very hard then, and I think like yesterday, you know, we coloured in this little part of the antenna. We're going to do that throughout just for consistency's sake. As I say, I'm never quite sure whether that's supposed to be coloured in or not, but we'll do it, and we'll do the head. So what I'm trying to do is make it a bit darker on the edge than the centre, and it gives it a more spherical appearance hopefully. And then we'll just do this little bit here. And like yesterday's, we use a different colour for the other parts of the body. I don't think I'm going to go up really dark though. We're just going to use the cold grey 5. So basically just the next step up in colour. You can even keep it the same if you prefer. And I want to try and make it a little darker on those edges, just like with the head. Then it gives it a little bit more shape. And I know it's really small, so if it feels too fiddly, just block it in. No one's really going to notice anyway. So yesterday I was saying that I was using Polychromos because they're a little bit easier in this book, and I know I've used a lot lately in this book just for that reason. So I have actually put together a swatch chart for Polychromos, which is available in my Ko-fi shop. There's a link in the description to my Ko-fi shop, and there are lots of different swatch charts in there that you can grab. I'm just getting the wrong colour. Now this is dark red. They are all free, so you download them onto your computer and then you can print them, or you can leave them on your computer. What I tend to do with the swatch charts, I'm going to make this darker here, so layer it up and then slowly reduce the amount of layers as I go down like this until I sort of fade it out like that. If you find blending difficult, then take it all the way to the end and it'll be easier, but I'm going to not. I think I can manage it like that, but if I can't, I can always add some more in after. Yes, with the Ko-fi shop, everything's free to download. You can look at it on your screen or you can print it. Now the swatch charts come usually, they're either blank, so you can swatch yourself, or they're pre-swatched. I usually put both in if I have the pencils, so I swatch them and scan in a swatched version so you can have a look at it, and I do a blank one that you can print to swatch yourself. Now the reason I do that is if you don't have the pencils and you want to know what colours are available in the set, then that will help you. You can see the you can have a look at the swatched chart, and that will enable you to see whether it's got colours in that are maybe different to what you have already, or perhaps you know, see whether you like them, if it has a good range. This is the Scarlet red. I'm going to be putting this over the top. You know, if it has a good range of colours, that sort of thing. Or if you're buying some open stock pencils, you know, just 1 or 2 to try, you can have a look and see which ones you might like to buy. That sort of thing. So that's why I've done those for you, so that you've got lots of different choices. But I've noticed that I haven't done that many. I'm layering this up until it's reasonably solid, but you can still see the difference in colour. So, and I've also done a few comparison charts so that if you don't have a particular brand of pencil, say you've only got Prismas and I'm doing polys today, I've got a comparison chart so that you can go and have a look and find the nearest matches in a set that you have already. And there are other things in there as well, but as I say, the link is in my description, video description. There's all sorts of things in there for you to go and have a look at, and everything is completely free. There is the ability to donate if you want to, but there's no expectation there. I know that times are difficult, things are expensive, it's tricky. Obviously it's appreciated, and some of you do donate, and I really appreciate that you do, and it's really helpful, and thank you. But I also understand that it isn't possible for everybody to do that, and that's absolutely fine. I know a lot of us are colouring because we're finding things difficult, and that could be financial, so you know that there isn't that opportunity to do that. And I know that people help me in other ways anyway. This is black, and I'm going to do black for the rest. So people, there are lots of things you can do to help for free, like liking my videos. That's oh, I've got to go. Oh, sorry, I had to dash away because husband and son had been out shopping and they came back. I had the door open of this room, so I had to quickly switch off in case they started chattering and making a noise. And then I had the shopping because they had got the groceries. So I've been away a little while, made a coffee as well, which I haven't yet drunk, but I will do once I finish this. It'll be a bit warm at the minute. So I'm just blacking this in, blocking it in, either way. And I'm pretty sure there is a butterfly that looks like this, and I know it's quite plain and simple. We will add some white to it like we did on the last one. I think it really makes a difference on a butterfly to add a few dots. It does on anything really. It's amazing what difference a few little white dots can make on a picture. It's quite odd, but the way it is. There we go. Just colouring it all in. I've never seen a butterfly like this, but I've seen them on search engine, you know, images if you look at butterflies. So I don't know whether they really exist, because some of the images on search, on your search engine when you have a look, are actually photoshopped, so they aren't real. So I sometimes wonder if this is actually an orange butterfly and it's been coloured up to red, but I don't know. But it's rather nice anyway, I think. Now we're colouring over actually some dots and things anyway, but we'll put in our own dots with a white pen. Now another good thing about using Polychromos is they never bleed into white pen, so that's good. Now where the wings overlap, here and here, I'd like to put in a bit of shadow, but it's going to be a little bit difficult to see it because we've got so much black going on. I'm going to use a dark sepia because it's a bit different to black, so I'm thinking there might be more of a chance of it showing up. It may not work. I'm going to give it a little go. So here is the dark sepia, and I'm going to start here. I'm actually going to start on the black and just do a little bit along here, and also down there like that. The bit by the body is definitely going to show up, but whether the bit where the wings are separated is really going to show, I do not know. But I know I've done it, and that makes me happy. And here is our white. You can do whatever you want really with the white. What I tend to do, put a bit of a larger one on the end and then some smaller ones up here, and we'll do the same here. So a bigger one here, a couple there, a few up there, maybe 3 here, and then try to reflect that on this side. Now you don't have to be too worried about getting it really symmetrical, because if you look at photos of butterflies, they're actually not symmetrical. This one's not going to be either. So that's rather good. So it means that if you are, if you don't do it exactly symmetrical like I didn't there, it doesn't matter too much because they aren't always. So there is our next butterfly. Quite simple today, and we have a dragonfly tomorrow. I love dragonflies or damselflies, so that's going to be fun. I've got a couple of ideas about colour, but we shall see what happens. But for today, thank you for watching. I hope you have a really super day. Hope you have fun and get lots of relaxation in as well. And happy colouring.